What's up everybody? So in this video I want to show you guys how to quickly update this firmware on your Sony a7 III digital camera. The things you'll need is a USB Type-C cable, or you can use the micro USB cable that came with the camera, but I went ahead and I bought a good quality USB Type-C cable just so I can have some faster connection speed, and the Type-C is much more durable than the micro USB connection. And of course this camera supports both ports, so on the top is Type-C and on the bottom is micro USB. Either port works. Okay, so have a USB Type-C. That's a preferred cable to have. I know it didn't come with the Sony a7 III, which is a it's a slightly downside for the camera, but it does come with A7R3. Okay, but the cable is super cheap. It's $6 online. Okay, so first thing first is go to Sony support website. I'm gonna put a link in the description below, so you can click the link and go to this page, and then just hit download. And when you hit download, it's gonna download a file right over here, and the name could be different. I just renamed this file. I think it was something else, but you're gonna have a similar logo like this one. So next, if you click this logo, it extracts the file to a temporary folder on your Windows, and on the Mac, follow the directions on the Mac to download the file. Over here it says, basically asks me to turn on the camera, and let's turn on the camera, and we have to verify that the USB connection is correct in mass storage mode. And I know a lot of times when you first bought the camera, it defaults to auto. So make sure it's in mass storage mode and confirm it. The setting is in setup 4, tab 4, and then the second option. Okay. And another thing is actually go to tab 7 and check the version, which I have the older version, and I'm going to update to the newest one. Okay, so everything's ready. Also make sure your battery is pretty much charged for this operation, because it doesn't allow you to do it unless you have at least 3 bars on the battery. Alright, so next thing, I'm going to go ahead and connect the USB Type-C cable to the camera, and immediately after I connect, it goes to mass storage mode, which is excellent. That's exactly what you wanted to do. It might open up a few folders on the camera. Just close the folders because you don't need it. And then over here at this page, just hit next, and let's see if it finds it. Okay, so I did find, so the camera and the computer is connected. Next, check the version. If there's no problem with the version, then click next. There's no problem with the version, because right here we have the 1.01, and the updated firmware is 1.01, which fixes a small problem with the video recording and some hot pixels popping up and things like that. So we're gonna hit next, and it's gonna automatically reset the camera. Hopefully it saves all my settings. We'll double check. Hopefully it doesn't mess up all my settings in my custom manual, which I spend a long time doing. I can hear my camera's resetting, and this little red light lights up. Okay, right here it says don't pull the USB cable because it is updating. And that's how easy it is. I know for some other cameras, like the Nikon I had before, you have to use an SD card, copy the file to the SD card, and then put it in your camera to update. But Sony actually built a firmware update software, so you can directly just connect the camera with a USB cable and do the update, which I think is great. Either way works. So again, have a good quality USB Type-C cable. I'm gonna put a link in the description on where I got mine. I think it's made by Anker, which is a fairly reputable a cable manufacturer. They make a lot of high quality cables. So I bought a whole bunch of those Type-C because when I bought this camera and the A7R III, I wanted to be able to charge the camera on the go with just the the cable and the charger, which is exactly what I did. If you hear some cats fighting, please excuse them. They're just having fun. All right, so system is still updating. I may come back when the update is finished and continue with this instruction. All right, looks like it's about to finish, and it took about 2-3 minutes for the thing to update. And during the update, the screen's off. The only thing is on is that little red light, so you know it's updating. Okay, so it's almost done. And let's see what happens next. Probably have to turn off the camera and turn it back on. And it's just wrapping up. So again, I guess just a small recap. I've had the camera for about a little more than a week, and I absolutely love this camera. We actually just took it on a recent photo shoot. It performed flawlessly. So the update, it says the update is completed, and actually just reset my camera. So I'm gonna actually just let's see, I'm gonna confirm over here, hit finish, turn off the application, and I'm just gonna unplug this. For the safety or for the demonstration purpose, I'm just gonna turn it off, and I'm gonna turn it back on. Now I'm gonna go back to the menu and check on the version. Okay, good thing is it saved all my custom settings. By the way, I love this My Menu thing. It's so convenient. Now I can get all my custom features really nicely listed over here for quick access, and I absolutely love it. So let's go back and check on the version. And it has successfully updated to 1.01. As I said before, I took it on to a photo shoot this weekend, and it's me and my wife. So my wife is using the A7 III, and I'm using the A7R III, and both cameras performed flawlessly. The focusing is fantastic. Like, granted, I am still waiting on the Sigma art lens to arrive, and I know they just got delayed for another month. It's not coming until end of May, which sucks. But I am using the 51.8 FE, and this $200 lens, I mean, it's noisy, it's slow to focus, but still, with the IAF and the face finding feature on the camera, it's so much less work. I can just concentrate on composition, and the camera, both the A7 III and A7R III, does the rest. The A7 III's viewfinder have lower EVF resolution, but it actually doesn't, there's not a difference at all during actual use between two cameras that I've been using. So that is totally not a concern. And well, enough of the talking chit chat. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you do like this video, please hit like or subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and take care.